Hey guys, it's a beautiful morning here up north. So today, I'm gonna be talking about should you learn React, Vue, or Angular? This was a question asked by one of my friends, and the way I see this is when you're learning, like I was discussing with some of my colleagues, like where we have like meetup weekly, and you know they're saying they're trying to learn React, learn Vue and Angular at the same time. I mean, these are people that are just starting out, and I was like, you don't need to learn everything right now. You just need to be good at one thing. Then it's easier for you to dive into other stuff when you're good with it. See, when you're learning a new technology like React, it's not just about like dabbling into it and just touching it on the surface. Like when you start working, you start creating real projects, and you know I feel like having just little knowledge is insufficient. So I see a lot of people saying, oh wow, Vue is cool, Vue is nice, it's so simple, it's better than React and Angular. But yeah, Vue is cool, but really, how many companies are using it? So at the end of the day, if you're concerned, if your motive is to get a job, I would recommend you go for React and stick to it, at least when you're starting out. I mean, it's okay to check out Angular and Vue and just go with the basics, but I would recommend you spend larger chunk of your time on learning React, because React is kind of, I wouldn't say it's complex, but there's a lot of things to learn, right? You have to understand how stateless and functional component works. And now with React 16.8 coming out, you can't really say stateless functional component anymore, because in the stateless components that we used to have, you can have like stateful component there right now by using the lifecycle hooks like use states, and you can also have like use effect, use reducer, and a lot of other good stuff. So you need to understand all these concepts: refs, forwarding refs, default props. You need to understand other components, and beyond that, testing also, using like jest and enzyme. Those are important stuff that you need to learn. And when you start building large scale application, you need to have like concrete knowledge of this stuff. Redux is another stuff you need to like learn considerably. You can also use Mobex, but I would recommend you start with Redux. Then once you're comfortable with this, you can build something from scratch with this stuff. And I would recommend not using any framework or library when you're starting out. Try to minimize it. These days I see a lot of people running into libraries and frameworks like Bootstrap, Materialize, but I'm just a little bit baffled, because with just CSS3, having like the CSS grid and the flexbox, you can do quite a lot. I mean, for every dependency you add to your project, you increase the complexity, and this just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because it leaves behind like a lot of technical debt. So really, I would recommend you learn React for the most part, at least all across Europe. I would say America, Canada. Like from research, I would recommend React and really learn a lot about it. then I mean it's okay to learn Vue and use it for your own personal project. But if your concern is to really like get job and you're starting out, especially as a self-taught developer, I think React will just do very well for you. And I mean it's being constantly updated. Now we have the 16.8.2 alpha, if I'm not mistaken, and we have a lot of good stuff coming out. I'm really excited about it. And you know, with Create React App 2 also, that will be another topic though. But with Create React App 2, you have a lot of configuration done for you out of the box. So again, learn React and save yourself the stress. See the train?